All right. Hey Ash, good to catch up with you because I've been wanting to have a little bit of a chat. You've been over to Canada.
Yeah, I was over in Canada this month, beginning of this month.
That's pretty exciting because you're starting to really have a great career in athletics and you're only young. So whereabouts in Canada were you competing and why did you go there?
So I competed in Kamloops and Kelowna, and I got invited over there from Sports Travel Australia.
Okay. And was it like a major athletic carnival that you competed in, or was it social competition?
So the first meet was a memorial meet, so that was just kind of like a fun little meet with people around Kelowna. And the next one was the Provincial Championships, which is like a state meet.
Yep, now I think you did pretty well in that one.
Yeah, so I got third in my 300 finals.
And I think we've got a couple of medals here.
Yeah.
So tell us that you've got a bronze and you've got a gold.
So yeah, my bronze is from the 300 metre finals in Kamloops.
Okay.
And then I ended up getting the state champion in the 800.
Oh, that must have been pretty special. I mean, Ash has been coming through a lot of the different distances over the years, and so how fast did you run for your 800?
So my 800, I did 213. 213.8.
Wow, 213's great.
Which is a PB.
And remind us how old you are?
I'm 15.
15, so got a little bit of a future ahead of you, I think, and we'll talk about some of the other events that you're interested in, because that's not probably your best event at the moment. So how did the race go? Did you have some competition?
Yeah, so there was about 2 or 3 girls that ran 2:15s going into the race. And
Okay.
my previous best was a 2:14. I had 2:14.
Wow.
So I wasn't sure how it's gonna go.
A gold medal and a PB
Yeah.
and a state championship.
Yeah.
So that was pretty fantastic. So we were just looking at your career as such a young athlete, but you started off in little athletics, right?
Yeah.
So which club were you in there?
So
Or you're still in there?
Well, I started off in the under 8s at Gosford.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved to Mingara in the under 9s, and I've been there ever since.
Cool. And you've gone through quite a lot of events there. We were talking that you actually liked your cross country when you first started.
Yeah, I love my cross country, and in 2015 I made the national championships for that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I was a reserve in 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've gone off cross country a little bit because the track sort of excited your enthusiasm, and now over the years you've trained with Tom Ristusha.
Yeah.
And how did you get a hold of Tom?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
When I was 8, I used to be a dancer,
Yeah.
and I wanted to quit dancing to become a runner.
I'm glad you did. We're happy to have you on board.
Yeah. And then Mum, I think, just found Tom.
Yeah.
And I went to his session and I really enjoyed it. So I
Because
stayed with him.
he's got a great young squad, and you've been sort of, I guess, almost heading that up for a while now. One of the athletes that perform at the highest level, and he has quite a few that aspire to nationals. And I think last year there was about half a dozen from the squad that actually qualified for nationals.
Quite a few people made it, which is really good.
So that must feel really good when you go out. Do you train every day?
So we train Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays with Tom.
And what I've heard about the Sunday run, everybody tries to leave Tom behind on some long run or something.
Yeah, Tom tries to keep up.
Oh, is that what it is?
He does a good job, yeah.
So yes, he tells me that he pulls up quite sore trying to keep up with all the youngsters around him.
It's pretty good for his age.
He's very good for his age.
Yeah.
And particularly since his background was, I think, surfing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you started getting interested in track, you started off more at that cross-country distance, the 3K.
Yeah.
And you did pretty well, because what was your PB? 10:44?
It was about 10:44, but that was about 2 or 3 years ago.
So 10:44 is moving. There's a lot of people who'd be happy to be running that time.
Yeah.
You didn't really like the long stuff, or you found the shorter stuff?
Well, I kind of found the 800 more easier. But like a lot.
Easier?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you...
And like really fun, because you just feel really fast.
Yeah.
It's like an endurance sprint.
Oh, it's definitely an endurance
So
sprint.
yeah, I like that.
I wish I would have thought 2:13 was a fun thing to be doing. I think I made somewhere around the 2:20s, but no, that's fantastic. And so as we said, what age were you at 10:44? Was that
I was about,
13?
I think 12.
12.
Went around that, yeah.
Yeah,
12 or 13.
So 12 years old, running 10:44. That's fantastic. And then I think you've managed to get to nationals in 800.
Yeah, so I made nationals for the past, I think, 3 or 4 years.
And now I think you've got a medal. Oh no, I've got the medal. I've got the national.
Oh, that's from the Heptathlon.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get to that in a minute. So you got a medal at nationals for 800?
Oh, I medalled in year 6. I did a 2:21.
I remember that.
Got bronze.
That was pretty special.
Yeah.
That was. Did that surprise you at the time?
Yeah.
Because you weren't really training for 800 at the time.
Yeah, that's right. And I was like one of those other qualifiers to make the finals, so I almost didn't make the finals in 800.
Wow.
And I got about a 4-second PB.
Well, it's nice when you sort of find a bit of a pathway that way, and, you know, rather than sort of wondering what you're going to do. It just knocks you out almost, doesn't it? So I guess the 1500 goes a little bit hand in hand, and you've done pretty well with that. But last year, our vice president from the senior athletes club, Mingara Athletes Club, Jeff Crumpton, and we name him so that he can be blamed for putting you in the direction of the heptathlon.
Yeah.
So tell us the events that are involved in that.
So in the heptathlon, there's shot put, javelin, 200, 800, long jump, high jump, and hurdles.
Wow. So that's not only a mouthful, but that's an enormous event list to train for.
Yeah.
How have you managed, or how's your family managed around you, trying to get you through training for all those events?
So it's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
But on Mondays and Thursdays I do throws training with Kerry at Mingara.
Kerry Smith, she's the coach down there at Mingara Athletics Track.
Yeah. And then I do a bit of hurdles with her as well. And then I do my rest of my training with Tom. And then long jump and high jump I don't train for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do you go fairly? I mean, how do they work out when you're not really training?
Well, I'm
for
pretty
them?
average up there. I'm not bad.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But so when you say you're not bad too, now you said this is the national medal for.
The heptathlon.
Can we put that around to the camera? Is that the one where we're looking at? And that came as a bit of a surprise, didn't it?
Yeah.
And you got this in Tasmania?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, how did you qualify to go to nationals?
So the thing that Jeff suggested me to go do in the ACT. There was a heptathlon over there, and I qualified to go to the nationals in Hobart. So I went there and got bronze.
And that was pretty exciting because you went down there without really thinking that you would. I mean, it was just really to see how you liked it, wasn't it? Yeah. So you obviously, getting a medal is putting you into that direction now. And do you think that you've got a future in the staying in it, or you think it's a bit too hard with the training?
Well, I really enjoy all the events, so I reckon, maybe I hope to do it in the future as well as the 800.
Yeah, well, with that handy 800 time, I mean,
that's where I get a lot of points.
It's a shame. I was going to say that there's not more running events in that lineup because one more running event would make you even stronger.
Yeah.
So, how do you go for the 200? Is that competitive?
So, the 200, I'm up there. I think I came about 3rd or 4th in the heptathlon thing.
Yep, the
fastest
points
time, yeah.
Okay.
And before my 800, I was ranked 10th, and then the 800 was the final event, and I got enough points to get bronze.
Yeah, wow. So that's fantastic.
It's worth a lot.
And so when you went to Canada, did you do any of the heptathlon events over there?
No, not really. I did a bit of the high jump, and I did the 200, and I got 3rd in the 200 at the memorial meet. Yep. Oh, sorry, 2nd.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's a bit conflicting. If you have a heptathlon program, the events are spaced out, aren't they?
Yeah.
But if you just go to an event and you want to run a couple of these things because you happen to be a heptathlete, sometimes you might have a final right on top of a final.
Yeah.
And I think that happened to you in Canada, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, so what happened there? You had a 300 and then 20 minutes later you're 800?
So I had the 300 and I just finished the 300 and then the high jump wasn't already going. So I had to sprint back up to the high jump to do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty dead.
That is, that's very demanding.
Yeah.
And congratulations to be fit enough and be able to tackle that. So another little angle that we didn't mention was even though you've been a shorter distance runner, you ran in the city to surf a couple of times.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking 14 kilometres as opposed to 800 metres.
Yeah.
And you did pretty well one year.
Yeah. So I think in 2017, I came first in the 12 to 15 years age group and fifth in under 20s.
And you were only 13.
Yeah.
So that's pretty special, and you must have been pretty excited to see that result.
Yeah, well, I looked at the results and I only won by 1 second.
Yeah.
So I was pretty like...
Because you would have no idea who you were competing against,
Yeah, it was just
you?
my fun thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, well, that's fantastic, Ash. Look, I think we're very excited watching all the different events that you do, and wish you all the very best for your future.
Thank you.
And just love to see these great results. Just show us a couple more of the medals there. So these are state goals.
Yeah, I got a state champion this year in the 1500. I ran a 1 second PB in the rain.
And how fast is that?
I did 4:45.
Yeah, well,
So,
that's really great. That's really moving, and obviously with getting a gold medal, that shows that you're up there with the best of them. So fantastic for that. So Ash, we've been looking at the competition and the training that you're doing, and I'm just interested how the sessions actually go and how you fit your schoolwork in. So run us through one of the busy days. How do you cope?
So I normally wake up and sometimes we go to the gym before school, and then
is this like a 6 o'clock gym or?
It's about that 6:30, and then I go to school, and then I go straight to Mingara from school, and then I do my training with Tom, and then throws the carry, and then I get home at about like 8 o'clock at night.
So what's the travel time from the gym to school?
So the gym to school is about 35 minutes.
And then school's 8:30 to 3:30?
Our school's 8:45 to 3:12.
Now, I don't want to think that any of your teachers are looking at this, but do you fall asleep in any of the classes?
No.
Good.
I'm kind of used to it, so when I had to get up at 4 a.m. for swimming, I was really tired. Yeah. So I quit the swimming.
And how do you go through the day? Have you got a nutrition plan? I mean, that's kind of a big fancy word, but how do you make sure that you're eating so that you don't feel like falling asleep, or that you've got enough energy for... Is that Mum's department, or do you take...
Well, I'm going to the nutritionist, I think it's called, on Monday, I think, next week. So, yeah, we'll be able to discuss.
So you haven't had any particular plan?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, I think Mum's doing a great job if you're not falling asleep in class and you're getting the results that you're getting. So what do you feel like at the end of the day when it's time to train? Are you still excited, or are you thinking, wow, I'm a little bit tired?
Well, I'm really excited to train because I like it. Yeah.
So even if you're feeling tired, you burn on your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't remember seeing you down at the track dragging yourself around, or anybody having to get the whip out on you. So
yeah.
No, you've got a pretty good. Obviously, you're on top of your rest.
Yeah.
So how much hours sleep do you look for?
I look for about 8 to 9. So if anything more than that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have? Do you have any days where you sleep in? I mean, you're a teenager.
Really.
You probably should have a couple.
It's school holidays, so I guess that counts.
And so in terms of schoolwork, then you must have to do some homework. How do you fit that in?
So sometimes I do it at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and then
Do you fall asleep doing that?
A little bit, yeah. And then I've got to get up at
You're sounding like a superwoman. You're not falling asleep at all.
And then sometimes when I've got assignments and what I need to be due, I could get up at like 5 a.m. and try to work on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so in terms of doing well at school or managing school, do you think that going ahead with high-level competition, can you see... I think they split years when you get down up to year 12. Are you looking forward to extending your school so that you can keep doing your training, or have you just think you'll just try and get it all over and done with?
Well, in the future, I want to go to university in America. So like I would have like a track program and all that over there.
And scholarship.
Yeah, and a scholarship. And then I try to, because I also want to be a paediatrician.
So, nice. Okay. Yeah, and that's it's really great to have a goal when you're trying to put so much into your life, because it could slip away and you might not get results that you need to keep you going forward.
Yeah.
So getting back to the training sessions then with Tom, what would be one of your favourite training sessions?
I love 200 repeats and like 400 repeats. I find them really fun.
Okay, and what sort of, how do you go about those? Do you do a set of 5, or do you go straight through and do 10 or 20?
So sometimes you could do 3 or 4 sets of about 5 with about a minute recovery in between like each run. Mm-hmm. And then our set would be about 5 to 10 minutes recovery.
And do you have anybody that runs with you? Are you running with the boys, or you got some girls running around the same pace?
Well, there's about 5 boys that I run with, and then there's also about 2 or 3 girls that we also run together with. So.
Oh, yeah, I've seen your squad training, and I've seen Tom coaching you down there, and you have a great camaraderie. That's fantastic. So what about time off during the year? Do you have any downtime? It sounds like you go pretty much 24/7.
Yeah, well, I think about December, after the Little Athletics Zone Championships and all that, I have about like 2 or 3 weeks rest.
Okay.
And then I go back to normal.
And 2 or 3 weeks rest, is that like you don't do anything, or you go surfing, or?
I don't really do anything,
You just really veg out?
Yeah, but then
let the body recover?
But then I really want to go for a run as well, so it's a bit hard.
Well, sometimes an unstructured program can be as good as recovery.
Yeah.
But, and so with all the different events, how have you decided what products that you need? Like, how have you figured out? Do you talk to your coach about the type of shoes that you wear, or the implements that you throw?
So I go to Coast Runner Shop. It's a really good shop, and they sell so many like shoes and equipment and shirts and everything. And
and I think you're one of our best customers for all of the variety of product.
Yeah, I walk in here thinking of getting like 1 pair of shoes, and I walk out with like 5 pairs.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And do you notice that those shoes make a difference? Because I know that some people do manage with 1 or 2 pairs, and you seem to manage with 10.
Yeah, well, all the shoes look really cool and all that, like all the new Nike shoes, so I just like to have a variety for different things, so like road runs and middle distance and training.
I remember when you were very young, like in your probably 11 or 12, when you first used to come in, you would always be telling your mother that you had to have the different types of shoes for all the different events, and you had her quite confused but convinced.
Yeah.
So
because it makes you faster.
Exactly. Well, and it certainly has. Yeah. So that's been fantastic that you can get the advantage there, and certainly that Mum and Dad can afford to keep you on the right track there.
Yeah.
Do you how do you contribute to this? Do you have because I can't imagine you've got much time to do jobs around the house.
I want to get a job, but Mum won't let me.
No, but what about around the house? Does she have some work that you're supposed to do? Like,
yeah, but
take out the garbage? Surely you got to take out the garbage.
I've got to hang out the washing.
Got to hang out the washing,
yeah.
Okay. And maybe fold some stuff and put it away?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Washing up? Do you have a dishwasher, or you like?
Yeah, I've got a dishwasher. Sometimes I unpack it.
Vacuuming? I can see you. That'd be part of your exercise.
So.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you might have to get you to come around to my place. Oh, that's fantastic. And look, it's. Do you want to give a shout out to your mum and dad, because they definitely been a big part of your growth in this sport?
Yeah. So shout out to them. They're awesome. Thank you.
Yep. They very much support at events, coming and watching, and obviously taking and financing.
Yeah.
So there might be a little bit of payback down there in the future when we see you getting an Olympic gold medal. What's your aspiration?
I want to make the under-20 World Championships.
Okay.
And then from there I want to try to make the Commonwealth Games, and then maybe the Olympics.
Maybe the Olympics.
Well, yeah. Never know. Might not make it.
No, that's not that. We definitely gonna. I can see you going right straight through to the Olympics. Let's put a positive spin on that, and let's put a time frame on it. What are they, next year? The next round of Olympics?
Not next year, but like
2020. No, you don't have to go in 2020.
Yeah, no. 2024.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal.
Okay.
All right. What's the event?
800.
800?
And multi-events.
And multi.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, all the best for that, Ash. This is,
Thank you.
This is, as I said, it's exciting watching you grow through the sport and do so well, and certainly you're a motivation to a lot of us down there at the track. So just like to remind everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel,
Yep.
and thank you for watching us.
Thank you.